Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another standard gameplay video, and today we are playing one of the cards I was most looking forward to playing when Tarkir was spoiled. But before we get into the deck, I just want to do a bit of a call to arms. I'm really trying to grow the channel, make it bigger and better, release more content, get more engagement, get more subscribers, and basically grow the channel into a position where I can hopefully do this full time. So to that end, one of the things I just said is engagement. That really helps YouTube algorithm. So if you can comment on my videos, what's good, what's bad, what you like, what you don't like, if I've messed up, if I've missed lethal, which happens all the time, please comment. Doesn't have to be long, can be quite short. It just really helps out with YouTube to get the videos recommended to more people to help grow the channel. I also do have a Patreon. The link will be in the description and in my channel description, but obviously that does cost money, so understand if that's not what everyone wants to do. But if you do, that'd be a great way to help support the channel as well. But enough of that, let's get into the deck. So one of the cards I was most excited about was Avenger of the Fallen. It's a 3-mana 2/4 Death Touch with Mobilize X, where X is a number of creature cards in your graveyard, and Mobilize means basically create however many 1/1 warrior creature tokens who are tapped and attacking, and sack and begin of your end step. So if we've got 5 creature cards in our graveyard, we create 5 warrior creature tokens. Now, one of the things I actually thought interesting about this card is Mobilize is the Mardu mechanic. Mardu is black, red, and white. And we have played a Mobilize deck on the channel. In fact, it was the first deck we played in Tarkir, Dragonstorm standard. And while obviously black is really good at getting cards into graveyard, it's usually tagged with blue and sometimes green to do it, not necessarily just straight up mono black, or definitely not white and red. So I did think it was a bit weird. It didn't quite synergize with the rest of the Mardu thing. So that's why we didn't play it in that deck, and why this deck doesn't have any of those colours. Although we do have some red and white, we just don't actually play those colours. So the aim of the game is to either get the Avenger of the Fallen down and attack and create loads of tokens, and then if we have Vengeful Bloodwitch on the battlefield, basically whenever those tokens die, which they will either be blocked or at the end of the turn we have to sack them, we ping our opponent for 1, or drain our opponent for 1. Or the daddy Vengeful Bloodwitch is Vein Ripper, a 6-mana 6/5 with flying ward, sack a creature, and whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So obviously basically the same as Bloodwitch, just doubled, although Bloodwitch is whenever a creature we control dies, Vein Ripper is any creature. And because its ward is sack a creature, if they sack a creature to take out of Vein Ripper, we do hit them for 2 and gain 2 life. But then the actual real mechanic kind of is push pull. We very rarely cast the push side, but it is 2 mana for destroy target tap creature. It's only a sorcery, so you can't do it in combat, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. But the other side is pull, which is 6, 4 and hybrid black and red. We don't play, we only play black. Put up to 2 target creature cards from a single graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. They gain haste at the end of turn, sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. So this can be your opponent's graveyard if you're playing up against a Valgavoth Reanimator deck and they've got a couple of Valgavoths. Great, we can steal those for a turn and smash in, or steal one of them. But ideally, we want to be getting back a Vein Ripper and an Avenger of the Fallen to hit in for, let's just say, 5. With 5 tokens, and then Vein Ripper drains our opponent for 2 for each one. But sometimes we can get back Overlord or 2 Avenger of the Fallens. Just be wary that obviously because you removed them from your graveyard, it will decrease the count that Avenger of the Fallen sees. Now, how do we get cards into our graveyard? So Overlord of the Balmerk's a great one. 5 mana 5/5, but you can pend it for 2. When it enters or attacks, we mill 4 cards, and we may return a non-avatar creature card or planeswalker card from a graveyard to our hand. Obviously, we probably don't want to do that because we want creature cards in our graveyard, but if we hit maybe an Avenger and we have nothing else to play, or maybe one of our 1-drops, then we might want to play it as well. And obviously then when it gets onto the battlefield properly, it's a 5/5 and it gets that trigger whenever it attacks. We also have Snarling Gorehound, a 1 mana 1/1 with menace, and whenever another creature we control with power 2 or less enters, we surveil 1. Obviously the Overlord and Vein Ripper are the power 2, but Avenger's power 2, Vengeful Bloodwitch's power 2, Snarling Gorehound's power 2, Greedy Freebooter's power 2, and our other creatures also power 2. So we do get that trigger quite a lot. And obviously if we have the Avenger on and it attacks, we will get a trigger for each of the Mobilize Warrior tokens. So speaking of Greedy Freebooter, now in some of the gameplay, you will see Norin Vermin instead. 1 mana, 1/1. When it enters, target player mills 2 cards, and when it dies, target creature gets -1/-1. And I played that to help fill our graveyard. But getting to 6 mana in mono black isn't the easiest thing to do. And I really like the freebooter. When it dies, acquire 1 and create a treasure token helps us, card selection, and it ramps us. So that's why I'm playing it. It doesn't fill the graveyard, but it is a great thing to get out and chump block with, because as I said, it can find our next land or ramp us towards it. And we don't necessarily have a huge amount of issue filling the graveyard. Then we have 2 copies of Desperate Bloodseeker, a card I'm fairly sure you probably wouldn't have seen before. It's from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, 2 mana, 2/2 lifelink, and when this creature enters, target player mills 2 cards. So a bit of mill, and 2/2 lifelink just helps us go a bit longer in the game if we need to get into the late game, which we do because our win conditions are 6 mana. Then 4 copies of Quag Feast as removal. Choose target creature, planeswalker, or vehicle, mill 2 cards and destroy the chosen opponent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. We're going to have more cards than their mana value, pretty much. So this is essentially 2 mana, destroy any target creature, planeswalker, or vehicle. Only a sorcery, like the push, which is kind of annoying. And finally, our sweeper of choice, Deadly Cover-Up, because again, we don't really care if our creatures are in the graveyard, because that's, we're going to be winning from it. But it's destroy creatures, and we can collect evidence 6. Push and pull counts as 8, so we sometimes only need to exile 1 of these to avoid exiling a creature, or maybe just 1 Vein Ripper from a graveyard. And destroy creatures, if evidence was collected, exile a card from an opponent's graveyard, then search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards of that name and exile them. That player shuffles, then draws a card for each card exiled from the hand this way. Great against aggro because it wipes the board, but also if our opponent gets an Omniscience into their graveyard, we may want to Deadly Cover-Up and collect evidence just to get rid of that Omniscience. And also if our opponent is just playing a general Reanimator deck with Zombify, it's obviously popular in Standard as well, so this can help deal with graveyard decks. Lands, 24 Swamps, let's not get fancy. You could play Cavern of Souls on human, I think, but we own none of our... Well, Greedy Freeboot's human as well, but yeah, you don't really need to get any fancy with mono-coloured decks. So that is a deck. Well, I really like it. It's actually quite powerful, and it can basically get out of nowhere to win by just, yes, again, Avenger the Fallen and a Vein Ripper back onto the battlefield with the pull side of push-pull, which basically comes out of nowhere. And incidental life gain for things like Bloodwitch and the Digital Bloodseeker can help you get there as well. So if you like it, please remember to like and subscribe. I know everyone asks for it. It does do wonders for the algorithm. And please, comment on the videos, engage. That really helps as well. It helps to get the videos out to a wider audience. It does really mean a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything. It just costs a couple of seconds of your time. But hope you enjoy it. If you do, please do those things, and I'll see you all in the gameplay. Oh, do need a 3rd land. Seem to be saying that a lot. But hopefully the freebooter can die and ramp us with the treasure and scry towards more lands. Go on, freebooter. Oh, there's a 3rd land. Well, we whiff completely. I'm going to hold back in case they have, a Swift Spear or something. Oh, they're dragons. Oh, I think we get down a Gorehound. I need them to attack with Sarkhan. So I can block it with the freebooter. Get a scry, get a treasure. Need more ways to mill. That Overlord hitting nothing wasn't great. We'll keep another swamp. But again, no creatures in the graveyard. So push port at the moment doesn't do anything. Two of our sweepers. In fact, I think there are only two sweepers. Not good. They hit our Avenger. They do. Well, let's get down a second Avenger. We'll put that one in the graveyard. Whether do they have another invasion? They don't have double red for Twin Flame Tyrant. They can cast the Whirling Stormbrood though. By tapping their Troyan. And they do. In the yard. Don't need another one of those. Do need one of those. So you can block with a Stormbrood, but it does die. We're not going to do that. And we get our Overlord. So what do we have in the graveyard? What we might do is get back an Avenger and an Overlord. Trigger our... arrange our triggers manually. But yeah, let's do that now. Yeah, they're going to hit me for 8. Or they're not. They do get their Defiant Thundermaw. A very powerful dragon card. Basically, if we don't win this turn, we are dead. So, we get back an Avenger and an Overlord. And hope they don't have a counter. Please don't have this bear next hour. Into the yard. No, we want these first. Yes, this is it. Oh, it doesn't matter now. I think they're just dead. Let's get through all these. Yeah, we have a lot. We are doing well. I think we have what 18. We have 18 tokens, and they can't block them all. They can block 1, 2. They can block 4. So we hit them for exactly 14 just with the tokens, let alone everything else. And then when the 18 tokens die, as well as the Avenger and the Overlord, we ping them for 20. Well, ping them 20 times for 1. There we go first on our OK hand. We very rarely get targets to Crag Feast. Well, lockdown's going to be a right pain. Which obviously they play now. Oh no, the moment of truth. No omniscience in the graveyard yet. There it is. Bingo. Yeah. They get to draw, but without omniscience, they can't win. Oh. Turn 1 Gorehound. And turn to Overlord. I think we do get the Overlord back, the Avenger back. Prison lands now. Are they Ketchumos? Oh no, Sibsig. Come on, yeah. At least we can mid a couple of times with Quag Feast if they get down lots of zombies. Or create lots of zombies. That's good because they still get the benefit, obviously. That's kind of annoying. Well, let's take out a couple of their zombies. We both just need to land. Alright, what have we got in our graveyard? Another Avenger and a Bloodwitch. Yeah, okay. We'd have to like try and find a Bone Ripper. They're down to 5. They need to get a veritable army. Which you can do, they've got 5 guys in hand. You know, with the things like Split Skin Doll, which would be 1, draw a card, create a 2/2. That's a good combo. Basically turns into a kind of like white-black Cursed Marauder. Shouldn't be enough though, even if I have another one. And that doesn't get a cost reduction. Yeah. We will get at Avenger and Bloodwitch. And yeah, we have more than lethal, but then we just ping him for like 16 with the Bloodwitch. Well, got a pretty good hand. We're doing the 3rd land. But hopefully the freebooter might die. Get as a treasure. And obviously Scries as well. No lands there. There is a land. Not sure I need 3 Vein Rippers. Yeah, that's actually not what... We don't mind that at all. I know we don't kill the Fear of Imposters, but we do get another treasure. They need another Day of Judgment. Or a creature and a removal spell. Shelter by Ghost wouldn't work. That was annoying. I wonder if I have another counter spell. All our lands! Yeah, we will 100% block with the freebooter. Let's get the Vein Ripper down again. What is their last card? Oh, why didn't I block with my Gorehound? And yeah, opponent doesn't find the removal spell. If I'd have blocked with my Gorehound and it died, that would have been down to 2, and it meant if I did find a removal spell, the walled sacrifice a creature would have killed them. We go first. We have some removal. We have a couple of Overlords. And we do have the Avenger. Well, let's get down one of our Overlords. I think we get back a freebooter. Giving us treasures is really powerful. I'm gonna hold off and take killing the Essence Shadow for now. Because I would quite like to block with our freebooter. Okay. We get back our freebooter. Oh, I can probably turn back on auto order triggered abilities. Well, they're stuck on lands. just a Valkyrie. Well, we will get down full strength Valmerk. We can't quite drain them out, but we're not far off. Well, these triggers are really slow. I mean, they need a ball wipe, and I don't think they can have one with maximum of 3 mana. Temporary lockdown doesn't do it. That doesn't do it either. Why does it... Why does it put the Avenger trigger first when the Overlord can get more creatures in our graveyard? We go first. Okay hand. We do need our push pull. We probably just Overlord on turn 2. Oh, goodbye deadly cover up. Well, let's get back on Avenger. Because there's a chance we can get it down and then turn to the next turn afterwards, play 2 Blood Witches. Well, there's a push pull. Yep. Now we just need to get 6 mana. I'm guessing they're Unholy Annex. Wow. Yeah, I'm guessing they're a demon deck because of Soulstone Sanctuary. We just need 2 more lands. Or if they attack, we might have to push pull shouldered. The push part. Seeing as we have an Overlord on defense, I think we wait and hope we don't get duressed. And let's hope we hit that 6th land. Come on. We have to kill shoulders then. Except that they don't have removal. Come on. Are you just reading? Are you reading and are now unhappy? At least we can gain some life back. And our opponent scoops. Wow, okay. We'll go first, we need more lands. But we have plenty of removal. Wow, there's a lot of lands there. So they are obviously a life gain deck. We do see an Avenger in the graveyard. Another Sanctifier. Do need lands. Oh, we'll get out our own Bloodwitch. But if we draw our fifth land, we will, I think, just be deadly cover-upping. Got to take out the cleric. We just need our lands. Well, there is one. So let's attack. I won't get anything back. Right, we have two. Oh, that's all we need, isn't it? And what do we exile? Probably the cleric. Because that's a combo. What do I have in hand? Raise the past. No lands. If we draw a land, we push pull. Well, that's not a land. Hope we haven't milled too many of them. Come on. Just one land. So we have loads of things in the graveyard. 9. we go. This should be it. Vein Ripper and Avenger. Oh no! Our opponent goes first. Well, we have a turn 2 play and potentially a turn 3. And we do have some removal. Up against goblins? They missed their land drop. Well, let's get a Gorehound. Combo deck. Yeah, well, okay. We may just be done then, annoyingly so. We do need one more land for push pull. Do you have a Monster's Rage or something? Oh well, we have... First Strike makes it harder to deal with. We would like a Bloodwitch. That Soul Cauldron. Well, they've used a lot of our hand to get rid of our creatures. Put that in the graveyard. Put that in the bin as well. Right. We get back an Avenged. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Well, there's a Vein Ripper we wanted. Oh, that's a lot of lands. And sacking our 2 things from the pool, and then all the little tokens is enough for lethal. And we end the game at 14, never in doubt. Hello Magic fans and welcome back to a very quick wrap up. So as I said in my deck, I actually really like this deck and it can be very powerful out of nowhere. I think one of the downsides is, which I didn't actually run into any of my games, but I didn't play a huge amount, is because of the Omniscience combo is so popular in Standard at the moment, a lot of decks run Graveyard Hate and this can just fall down to Graveyard Hate. We did beat one deck with Ghost Vacuum, but we managed to get like more than one card in our graveyard every turn to offset the next card in one thing. It also completely falls down to authority to the consoles, causing your creatures to come in to play tapped means that the pull part of push pull doesn't do anything because they come into play tapped. You can't attack with them, and then obviously you sacrifice them at the end of the turn. So just be wary with that. You could play Withering Torment, which can destroy enchantments to deal with it, or go more into white and play Get Lost, but I think this deck works pretty well. It does have answers for a lot of the things. It has answers for aggro with Push and Quag Feast and the life gain from Bloodseeker and Vengeful Bloodwitch, and then obviously Deadly Cover Up can do with aggro and then the graveyard decks as well. So it's a surprising little toolbox deck, but very, very powerful when it works. Sometimes you do get those games where you just can't find your Avenger of the Fallen or Kite in the graveyard, or you've got to push pull into your hand. You've got 4 lands. You only got 4 lands, and that's why we play the freebooter, because sometimes you're like, we're on 5 lands and we've got a push pull and we're waiting for the 5th land, or we've got 6 lands and we can't find it. And I think the freebooters helps on both accounts there. So really, really powerful, really, really fun, and a bit different. You don't see it that often. I think Avenger of the Fallen can be a really powerful card, but I don't, not many people have played it. So hope you really enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe, and please remember to engage. Comment down below what you liked, what you don't like. Have a look at my Patreon if you're interested. I'm going to be building on that as well. Discord channel is coming for members of the Patreon. I just need to finalise setting up all the permissions and everything. But currently, the Patreons I have are fine with the Discord not being available at the moment. But it will be coming very, very soon. But yeah, please have a look. If you're on a sport channel, please do. But I'll see you all in my next gameplay video.